Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about one important thing, and in case you have cases of emotional eating, strong episodes of craving or binge eating episodes, then most probably you have been dealing with this issue as well. This is the idea of keeping your trigger food at home. So recently I came across a video somewhere in internet of a girl who was showing her kitchen, and all the shelves in one particular part of that kitchen were full of different kind of sweets, chocolate, cookies, cakes, etc. So all the trigger food we can imagine. And what was interesting, that it's actually the inscription on that particular video, and it was said that this girl kind of like overcome the issues connected with food. So she had cases of binge eating, especially pretty strong one, and for her it was like a pretty big journey to come from the place where she was afraid of food, where she couldn't keep any food at home because she knew that she couldn't control herself, till the point where she can keep at home bunch of food, feel completely comfortable around it, and trust herself around that food. Unfortunately, I'm not in that place yet, and I also do have issues connected with emotional eating, with binge eating especially, and there are better months, there are worse months when I'm kind of feel like I can deal with that. I feel pretty strong and I don't have any cases of that, and I do have some bad weeks where it's like it feels like it's taking control over me. And recently I have started thinking of this idea, and this video that I saw yesterday kind of triggered this point even more, so I decided to make a special video about that. So what can we do in case we do not safe around food, but we want to be in that place where we can safely keep food at home and not be afraid that we're gonna eat like the whole counter? Probably it's easier for those who live alone. Like it was definitely easier for me, so I was just simply not buying that food for a while. But in case you live with somebody, you probably don't want to restrict them, even though my husband is extremely supportive of that case. But at the same time, I imagine I want to be like fully recovered from that. And how do I see my recovery? I see it like I can keep in fridge cake, ice cream, without constantly thinking about that I want to come there and just eat that ice cream. So I found some interesting steps how to build that type of things, like once you feel okay around that food. So the first one is probably the most obvious one. We need to reframe the idea of trigger food. We should not see food as some kind of reward or punishment. Food is just a food, and food has needs. Yeah, it can give us some satisfaction, enjoyment, nutrition. That's completely okay. But the point is, the more anxious we are getting around the food, the more fear we create around food, the stronger it becomes. So we're kind of giving food too much power, so much power that we think that this food, especially this desire to eat certain food, is so strong that we are weak comparing with that, and we are not strong enough to fight that feeling. And it's pretty upset to think like that, because once you start thinking like that, you start acting on that. So you are starting, once you are in a supermarket, you start thinking, should I buy that or should I not? If I buy this package, most probably I'm gonna finish it tonight, then I should not buy. Or you start getting afraid of keeping food at home, as I do right now. And it kind of has this snowball effect that this fear is kind of getting bigger, and I feel myself weaker and weaker comparing to this food and comparing to these triggers that I might have. So the first thing, what I'm now trying to tell, even if when I'm eating this food, which I kind of label somehow as bad, that it's okay. It's okay to buy a bunch of food. It's okay. It's just food, and I'm far from perfect, but at least I'm trying to be conscious about that. I'm trying to tell myself, this is food. I have control over it, and it takes practice. First couple of weeks, months, probably, maybe there will be not so much difference, but there will be difference. There will be difference. Just need to start changing this mindset. My next point is connected with this idea that we should not avoid food, but allow it. So once you tell yourself, okay, now I'm eating this chocolate, or now I'm eating this ice cream, and that's okay. I can eat it now, I can eat it tomorrow, I can eat it again 2 hours later. Just create this no restriction mindset that you are not in the condition that you will not have that food tomorrow. You can have it any day, in any future day that you want, and there is no point to finish it all today or eat it as fast as you can because it's like kind of finish. No, there is like bunch of food like that, unlimited amount, and it's kind of hard, especially for those people same like me who for years been fighting with this idea that I cannot eat that, I shouldn't eat that. Okay, since I already started eating this cake, then let's eat the whole cake, let's eat the whole fridge, because tomorrow I'm starting a new diet. And it's hard to fight this mindset. But again, baby steps, one step at a day, one day at a time, and slowly, I guarantee it's gonna be easier. You only need to treat yourself with love, with respect, with understanding. And being conscious, probably it's the most eye-opening thing for me. The more I kind of on autopilot, the harder it is to control. But the more conscious you are, even if you are not going to stop, even if you're still going to eat all the fridge, that's okay, because at least you are understanding what's happening. You are conscious about what's happening. You are not just eating blindly, and it teaches brain to be conscious about food, especially after years of brain being on this kind of negative mindset, on this autopilot. Like one step at a time. First days, first week, they're gonna be hard, but I guarantee it's gonna be easier and easier. My next point connected with creating a safer environment. So at least it works for me, but you may test it for yourself. For different people it may work differently. So what I do now, I still cannot feel completely okay with too much food around me. So I'm not buying like a lot these huge sizes, buckets of ice cream, or these huge packages, like big family packages of cookies or biscuits, etc. I'm buying small amounts of food, and I eat it almost every day, and I keep it in my fridge, in my kitchen, with the idea that I always have this food at home. This food has no limits. This food is not gonna finish. Anytime I want to eat this food, I'm gonna eat it. Full eating also helps. So once I feel like I want to eat that ice cream, I'm not just going to blind and just like eating this ice cream without thinking. I'm eating and I'm thinking about the taste of this ice cream, about the texture, about how sweet this ice cream is, about color, about many details. So I'm trying to be present in that moment when I'm eating this ice cream, instead of while eating this ice cream already keep blaming myself in the head, like why I'm eating this ice cream. And those who suffer from binge eating, for emotional eating, you already know what I'm talking about. You cannot normally even enjoy that ice cream, because once you open your mouth and put the first spoon of that ice cream in your mouth, you already start blaming yourself. I'm a failure, why I'm doing this, I know it's not good for me, I know it's not gonna bring me to my goals, but I keep eating. Okay, so since I started eating that ice cream, then let me eat the whole package. And it takes time, and it's easier said than done, and I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. But it's such a thrilling moment, it's such a nice moment when you understand that finally, at least for a short time, at least at the beginning, this voice in your head, this blaming voice in your head is kind of stopping. getting silent, and you can eat and enjoy that ice cream actually. Also, it's helpful not to keep some of the treats like in an open space, so it's there kind of hidden. So they can be hidden in the fridge, they can be hidden somewhere in the shelf, so they are not just like open in the kitchen so you can just come and grab. It works for me, so because I feel once I see them, my eyes kind of creating this trigger. But again, I know cases of different people for whom it's not a problem, like my husband is a nice case, so again, everything should be tested and checked. And the last idea that really helps me, it's to creating some kind of pausing. So okay, you have this trigger in your head, and once you have binge eating episodes, you know what I'm talking about, like you want that ice cream, let's say. So okay, you give yourself unconditional permission to eat that ice cream. Okay, you can just go and eat, but you can eat it 10 minutes later. So for example, I set myself timer, 10 minutes later I can go and I can eat that ice cream, no problem. And the point is not just to stop yourself in these 10 minutes while the timer is going. The point is that you have this power to wait for 10 minutes instead of directly running to that fridge and eating. And again, we binge eaters know how hard it is actually to pause. This feeling is so overwhelming. It's like the feeling is like somebody else in your body is controlling it, and you have no power over your own body. With this pausing, with these 10 minutes, again, you may start with 2 minutes. After you can extend it to 10 to 20 minutes to 1 hour. This pausing creates this power. This pausing gives you control back into your hands, that you controlling this craving. This is not your craving that controls you. And after, you can still calmly go to fridge and eat that ice cream. Maybe you will eat again the whole package, maybe you will eat half of the package, maybe you will feel like you don't want to eat that package and that feeling gone. This is not so important. Important is to feel that you are powerful, to feel that power is back in your hands, and you decide when to eat and how to eat, not this hunger, this craving, this trigger decides. And the last thing, which is also very important, is to celebrate progress, not perfection. Once we are building growth to that, it's important to notice all the progress. Like the same example, you can first set timer for 2 minutes and go to fridge and eat your dessert 2 minutes later. Or you can slowly increase the time, and next time it will be half an hour till you go with it. And from 2 minutes to 30 minutes, it's a huge progress, and you should celebrate it. You should tell yourself, oh my God, just 1 month ago, I couldn't stop myself. I was immediately running to fridge and eating my tiramisu. Now I can wait half an hour, and after I can go and eat that tiramisu. Or before I couldn't stop at all. Now I can stop, and on some days, okay, it's not every day. We are not thinking about perfection. Everybody knows now perfection is not working. It's about you are in control. You are deciding. You control the situation. No, this situation is controlling you. And you should pay attention to those moments, celebrate, and tell yourself, yes, I am that person. I am that person who has this power. Celebrate it, enjoy those moments, track that progress, because it's so easy to get blind and feel like, okay, I'm working on it, but nothing is changing, so what's the point of doing that? No, you are in progress, you have great results, and you should not forget about that. So I hope you find this video useful. If you like it, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.